Hello and welcome back. Let's do the siege board. Yeah, this was the... I guess I did it right. Selected this guy to give him the upgrades and stuff. Scouting of the defenses around the city. Living metal, eminence, and awakening.
The destruction of Ex Veritas by siege will require the commitment of all our awakened legions. As the fog of millennia lifts from me, I see the virtues of a prolonged campaign. It will test my patience, but in a war of attrition with the invaders, we can only be victorious.
The fog of reawakening may take further time to fully lift, Lord. We know not how many more vermin gather in the void to reinforce those blighting our world. Swift, decisive victory is needed. Acheron's place is leading his legions to victory, driving the enemy aside with his own hands.
To delay is a disgrace. My creed respects only strength of arms, the exterminator's art made manifest. We crave a Acheron whose martial skills are the equal of his strategic brilliance.
The Cryptex of Kivroth shall devise a panoply of weapons and armor that can turn aside any force. Sankotep shall be inviolate upon the battlefield. He will win in a single engagement what lesser lords might take centuries to accomplish.
Is it so? Victory shall be seized by my own hand? Yes. Yes, I recall the glory of conquest, swift and total. The mastery of war, it may be hazy in my recollection, but I am certain we must know of the city's defenses before we can attack. Summon my Vanguard. She must conduct the necessary reconnaissance without delay.
Okay, living metal. Okay, so we'll grab Immortals, Death Marks, our Swarm, and then 2 Warriors. Oh, immediate, okay.
Shah led the Royal Guard to the outskirts of Ex Veritas. Though she was bound to the will of Acheron, the counseling of the Eupatridae had caused her grave misgivings.
If Sankotep truly intends to lead the assault on the city, I fear he will become the principal target for every human within its walls. Even had he not commanded me thus, I would be compelled to fully understand the defenses the humans can bring to bear against him, primitive though they be.
The city of Ex Veritas had grown with unseemly speed, for the invaders were as industrious in their defilement of Kivroth as any vermin. Nefershah found the lands around it infested with humans, to be evaded or eliminated as she saw fit.
Okay, we got a Vanguard. Oh, fuck. And we have the range guy. This is the Gauss Blaster, isn't it? These so very happy.
All shall burn.
Okay, inflict vengeful star on an enemy. Protects me by Necron units when killed. Then loads verdict. Inflict expose on an enemy unit. Okay, and then we have. Oh. Oh, that was quick. I already lost.
If
No enemy in my sight shall go unpunished. A million years of hate culminates in one shot. In my sights.
telling me to use the one that's going to die if I use it.
Though the initial contact had been dealt with swiftly, the patrols around Ex Veritas defended the interloper's city in depth. Thousands of troops surrounded the city, watching for Necrons.
Fighting these wretches is beneath us. Our primary purpose is to observe, not to eliminate the defenders single-handedly. That task will come, and I shall welcome it. For now, it is through guile we will see our duty done.
Okay. Hidden pathways, information storm, silent. Seek contact with isolated enemies. Execute swiftly and quietly before they can discover the Royal Guard. Routes such as underground passageways to approach the city unseen.
The Royal Guard found an unused fuel pipeline which traveled close to the city's defenses. However, it was not as unused as it first appeared, and the Royal Guard had to contend with a sudden flood of volatile fuel.
A temporary setback. Minor corrosion damage is no hindrance to the execution of our duty.
I think that might have killed one of my units. What? Was it because we went through a hidden way that we didn't get a talkie thingy? Oh, rust stalkers. This can only go horribly.
All shall burn.
I can't even remove one off the board.
Wrath made manifest.
Oh, they're doing their job.
To kill is my duty, but that does not preclude my joy.
figure that was going to happen, but... Better than the alternative.
Our task is delayed by this unnecessary skirmish. At least I was able to observe what passes for human elites. A lower proportion of vulnerable flesh, replacing ever more body parts with crude machinery. It seems even they understand the nature of their weakness.
Having upheld the ineffable wisdom of Sankotep by deviating from her task, Nefershah still needed more details on the defenses of Ex Veritas. She directed her force to a point overlooking the city from which she could observe one of its gates directly.
A fine viewpoint from which to observe the enemy. A success not without cost. The enemy are aware of an intrusion and will seek to engage us soon. We must be selective in where we put our attention.
Which aspects of so the routes which the enemy will bring reinforcements and supplies to the walls. Better to cut them off. Troops numbers are strongest. Defended. Understanding where the weapons and placements of firing points create the densest fields of fire.
The human interlopers employed intricate yet predictable principles of trigonometry to maximize their firepower. Nefershah took careful note of this and the ways it could be exploited by an attacker.
Ranger. Okay, at least it's Rangers.
In my sights!
Fuck you and your cover. Still don't know what the point of the loom again is.
The stars serve. A million years of hate culminates in one shot.
I guess I'll do that. Yeah. The only reason why I did that was just in case they had another thing that would pop up.
Upon the ephemeral tides of data, Nevershah sensed a surge in uncontained power.
Unfettered and unguided, a frenzy of electricity bleeding from fallible flesh. Stand ready. This foe is not cunning, but frenzied in a way that is alien to us.
They got a battery sucked up in their nipples. Move you over here. Hopefully you'll be able to. No. Nope. Of course you will. I need you to hit that one.
A million years of hate culminates in one shot. Punish them! All shall burn! A million years of hate culminates in one shot. Follow the foe.
Let's see if you have the upgrade. I guess he did it.
Examine the fallen fanatics. The enemy had a crude intellect in harnessing the very irrational nature of this species and amplifying it into this madness. Their presence among the defenders of Ex Veritas was noted.
My Pharaon, I have seen the defenses of Ex Veritas for myself. The walls and fortifications are formidable. The gates are the weakest point. If we focus the assault there, the gate may fall. Once inside, our legions will find little difficulty in seizing the city and razing it, piece by piece.
Swift and brutal, as befits the verdict of a Pharaon. The human scum will not have the luxury of a siege to prepare for death. I remember war. It comes in fury and fire. Our enemies could reel its embrace.
I believe your warriors can breach the city with ease. There is little need to risk your royal person. There is hardly more glory to be won by crushing this infestation in person, compared to overseeing our victory from afar.
I am sovereign of this world, and I will conduct its salvation as I see fit. Remember your place, Father.
Okay, 1 unit in reanimate. Does that mean I permanently lost my scarabs? One of my scarab swarms?
Vargard, I considered with interest your evaluation of the human city's defenses.
Though formidable by the standards of a lesser species, the design is of course flawed. Your legions will find ample points at which to breach and storm the city.
And a magnificent day it shall be. You did well to bring insights of such value before the court. I understand you were hindered in your task.
The Pharaon set me to enact his command. No challenge could outweigh the honor of that appointment.
Indeed. Yet the Pharaon's commands were contradictory, were they not? At a moment's whim, you and your royal guard could have been lost along with our advantage of surprise. It is tragic to see how Sankotep's mind has suffered in the Great Sleep.
A great misfortune. But he is the rightful ruler of Kivroth, and has the counsel of the Upatridae and of myself. His recollection will return, and with it, his dynasty shall reclaim this world.
Some would say your words are optimistic. There are those at court, and I relay these sentiments only reluctantly, who dare to suggest the Pharaon is unfit to rule.
They would be ill-advised to do so, lest I hear them. Sankotep is my Pharaon, and my duty is to him alone. It matters not whether I can grasp the full wisdom of his pronouncements. This duty binds a Vargard, as it must bind all the Pharaon's subjects.
Of course, Vargard. You are to be commended for your devotion. I see now that so long as you are at Sankotep's side, his reign shall surely last an eternity.
Let's get this one. Okay. Now it's time for you. We'll get that, and then we'll unlock the thunder. Oh, and then oh, yeah, these unlock as I unlock more things, okay. So I'll be able to change his weapons eventually. Okay. But yeah, you're a range boy. You're just troubling. Yeah, since I don't know who's next, I guess I'll upgrade yours. Yeah, and I'll call that an episode. I'll see you all in the next.